EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we're on to Week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Colts at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Holding offense.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They begin this drive with Chubb. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And Chubb will try the middle here. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to end up incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Titan football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Indy set to go on offense once more. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it second down and 11. Lawrence's throw complete there to Johnson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now third down and 6 to go. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. When you get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gamble with a running play, and boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle this time to Fowler. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. He'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Colts to take over. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Lazard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He finds Bateman over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Up the middle, it's Chubb. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. To about the 40-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On 3rd down, Givens. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They toss it left side to Chubb. Able to slither by. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Back to throw now on 1st down. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Again, it's Lawrence. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Lawrence will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Lawrence on 1st down. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 4 yards out. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. On now is the Titans punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here pulled in by Lazard.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
And he floated one out there incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. In the early window, we'll have our eye on that game in Jacksonville. The Jaguars going to need to be on their A game as they'll take on the visiting Carolina Panthers. Then, later in the afternoon, we highlight that game going on in Houston, where it'll be the Texans taking on the New York Jets. And then, one more to highlight, Sunday Night Football, as the national audience will see a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now Lawrence. This one swung out here to Jones.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll look to throw for it on third and 1.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on third and 2. Up the middle they go. Gibbons. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Right back to Pitts again.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
All start, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A bad false start penalty there. Now second and 6. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And the Colts coming out now.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down.
Room here to run.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Lawrence.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a throw again is Lawrence.
That's complete right side to Lazard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And on the left sideline, he caught it out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he stopped immediately there. On 2nd down, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 38. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Here's Lawrence. Able to find Lazard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to start one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Now back to throw.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Second and 4. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 15-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
Touchdown!
Kyle Pitts.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Caught on the right side by Jones.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now the Titans down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd and 1. That's caught by Pitts. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 41-yard line.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. That's Fountain. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Colts, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.